Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever Limbus Rumble. The rules will be simple. 30 contestants in, 1 winner. 60 seconds between each contestant, and if you get knocked out of the ring, you're out. Now, we expect a clean fight tonight. That means no weapons and no exploits. I don't want to see any skill cycling out there like we saw on the railway. Now that it's all said and done, let's get this show underway! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are starting off with our first contestant for the night. We have R-Corp Heathcliff, showing us his patented moves, getting a little bit of charge going. Now, I think it's safe to say that Heathcliff is going to be one of the fan favorites of tonight. I think everyone is in agreement that he is one of the best IDs in the game right now. Just nothing beats that quick suppression with all those coins. Now, for those of you who might not know, R-Corp Heathcliff has been one of the meta-defining IDs since the beginning of the game. There's very little to be said outside of he punches strong, he clashes strong, and he just kind of dumpsters everything. That being said, however, this is a long tournament ahead of us, and I don't know if he's going to be able to handle all that. And there he goes, getting a little bit of charge left. Oh, and his passive has procced. With that, we can expect to see a little bit more consistency in the ring. After all, he doesn't need to get those high speed values. Now here comes our second contestant for the night. We have You Want to Get Beat Hurtily, one of the more durable abnormalities you'd be encountering in your dungeons and in the thread luxavations. That being said, he's so durable that I'll admit I just skip his thread luxavations. It's just that surgery that he's got. He just keeps coming back no matter how many times you bring him down. And he has been a fan favorite amongst many sports fans. As you know, he spends a lot of time playing soccer. Now, let's get this match underway. Now, with immediate knee to the face from R-Corp Heathcliff to You Want to Get Beat Hurtily, picking them up, kicking them into the side, going in with a real fast, quick suppression. Oh, and a counter by You Want to Get Beat Hurtily. Just kicking him down. Oh man, I don't know if Heathcliff's built for this. Are we going to see an elimination right away? No, just a quick bit on the buckle. It is just relentless the amount of punishment Heathcliff is receiving. I don't think he was built for soloing this fight in particular. I don't think he's built for doing any fights in solo. Oh, right as I say that, he goes in with a counter, finally getting some bearings down. Punching in. Oh, and a kick to the face. That being said, we already have our next contestant on the way. Let's see who it is. It is Dante, our manager in Faith. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure how equipped Dante is in a wrestling match, but he certainly seems prideful of himself and he seems confident. Stretching his way in. You know what? No, I really don't think he's set up for this. He's kind of being a bit silly here. But you know how they say how to be a good manager. You gotta be at the front line. You gotta show everyone how it's done. I'm sure everyone else after this will be inspired by his performance today. A couple kicks to the thigh there from Rabbit Heathcliff, and he's going into a pin. Dante's just watching this happen. Teams are a thing that are allowed, but there is only one winner at the end of this rumble, so I don't know how long this is going to last. Oh, Dante must have heard me. He's immediately going for Rabbit Heathcliff. Oh, he's going for everybody. He wants to show that there is no teaming. He is just going for blood. Oh, into a DDT on You Want to Get Beat Hurtily. Dante's gloating as he's just showing everyone what it means to be a great fighter. He's still going for Hurtily. He's going for a power bomb. Heathcliff coming in from the rear, getting a few punches in on Dante, and a kick to the face once again. He's really using those legs. And we have our next contestant on the way as Hurtley counters Heathcliff, getting finally a little bit of space. Now, our next contestant in the ring will be... It's the Cockroach! Now, many people have many different names. I've heard Mini Greg, I've heard Steve, I've heard Kafka, I've even heard just Faust or Yuri, which, might I add, might be a bit too soon. Now, that being said, does he know what we're doing? He's taking his sweet time, isn't he? Yeah, it's the Cockroach. He's a lot bigger than I remember, but I guess that might have just been some artistic liberties. This is his real size, after all, in the Limbus Rumble. And, yeah. Wait, how long is this? Wait, huh? What? Who allowed this? This is gonna take way too long. Sorry about that, folks. I'm gonna get something for us in case this happens again, and I sincerely hope it doesn't happen again. I just don't think that our contestants should be given this amount of time for their intros. It is just an insect, after all. I don't think he read any of the documentation that we gave to the wrestlers. What is he even doing? Is he gonna get to the ring? I don't know about you folks, but I hope he doesn't make it very long after that. Oh, thank God, here we go. Now, getting back into the action, we have Heathcliff giving a knee to Hurtley once again, and another knee to the face of Dante, going for the Cockroach too. Oh, Dante just wants the Cockroach gone, look at that. And Heathcliff's just letting it happen? Is he gonna join him? No, he's going back for Hurtley. Is Heathcliff okay? And Dante, what was that? He's not that heavy, it's just an insect. Heathcliff just choking out Hurtley with his... Oh, and a double knee to the face. Oh, and the Cockroach going in with a knee to his back. Everybody just using every portion of their body in this wrestling tournament tonight. Oh, Dante going in against the Cockroach. Hurtley coming in as well. It's a very popular corner right there. Oh, and we have the next contestant already on the way with a failed attempt at the Cockroach. You just can't beat that durability. Wait, is that Yuri? No, she's back? Someone told Gregor. Oh, man, you would not believe how good it is to see that Yuri's back. Everyone's really excited that we can get them as our new announcer in the Chapter 5. They look just like the old Yuri. Nothing happened. I mean, you know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, but for real though, this isn't the same, it seems, as what Dante can do for our sinners. Yuri actually doesn't seem to be all there, maybe a little sluggish. It could just be the morning grog, as you know. With, two tosses coming right in. Into an immediate right hook from Heathcliff. No one is standing very long in this ring. Although I will say, it seems to be getting a little bit crowded. Yuri, going for a crazy jump into nothing. That is what I guess we can expect from today's performance, with some Heathcliff going again with some kicks, some punches, and a suplex. Oh man, Yuri's just getting real beat immediately. Cockroach going in for Hurtley, getting reversed. Dante going in also with a suplex. The Cockroach is gone! He's already out. Hurtley throwing him right out of the ring. Dante going in with the DDT. Heathcliff is stunned. Is this the end of him? Oh, Hurtley's just carried Yuri around, giving them the backbreaker. Meanwhile, in the other corner, we have Dante trying to eliminate Heathcliff. I think he's tired of getting knees to the face or kicks to the face. And speaking of kicks, we have Hurtley just stomping on Yuri. And our next contestant's coming in. It's Spice Bush Yi-san. He's coming in for a sinking deluge. Spending no time on his intro, not after the cockroaches endeavor. Going in with a bit of a cheeky look at the camera. Oh, and that looked like a painful powerbomb from Hurtley. Oh, and a massive belly slam. Dante going in, also getting suplexed onto his back, and a DDT by Yi-san onto the abnormalities, going for Heathcliff too. Everyone's after Heathcliff suddenly. Hurtley's whiffing it hard. It's getting a bit too crowded in here, folks. Yi-san's got Yuri in a leg lock. You really don't want to be in one of those. That's just going to drain all your energy for what is the rest of this Rumble. Dante taking a bunch of quick hits to the face. Is he going to get eliminated by Heathcliff at this time? Seems to be an attempt for it. Hurtley going in. Yuri trying to sit there and grab him, but it's just not going to happen. Dante escaping from the grip. Hurtley going in for a rapid DDT. Dante going in for, I don't even know what that was. Yi-san's got Heathcliff on the edge. Oh, and he's made it just before the next contestant's coming in. And our next contestant is K-Corp Hong Lu. Ah, there he goes, getting his ampules going. He's energized. I think a lot of the contestants are going to have to watch out for Hong Lu because this is an ID that is built for soloing and for enduring. There is no chance that he doesn't make it to the second half. Seems like he's trying to say something into the mic, but does he know that it's disabled? We do not allow any sort of merchandising vocally in our Rumble today. Once again, we have Heathcliff giving some kicks. It's just getting generally really messy. An immediate power bomb onto Yuri. Yuri just can't get a break. Oh, and a couple kicks right to the ankle. Hong Lu's just playing dirty today. Dante trying to punch Heathcliff, but hitting Hong Lu instead. And an amazing head scissor from Dante going into a power bomb from K-Corp Hong Lu. Everybody's down. Dante going in with a Hurricane Rana. Now, do all these contestants know that doing all these crazy moves while it's a beautiful spectacle is just going to tire them out? Here comes our next contestant. I'm not going to lie, everybody. It is quite a mess in the ring at the moment, and we're going to have even one more. It's Papa Boggy! Here to sit there and sell you on going to his restaurant. Now, for those of you that don't know, Papa Boggy runs a restaurant for chicken, and he's sitting there and skirting around the rules over voiced ads by sitting there and doing his patented mascot wave. Now, with that, we can all expect Papa Boggy to do quite well. He is a rather big fellow, very muscular. Dante going into a reversal DDT. There's so many people on the ground, and they're so exhausted, but nobody's being eliminated. Dante going for Yi-san. Yuri taking some of the love K-Corp gave to her back to Hong Lu. Now sprinting over and getting Heathcliff as opposed to eliminating any of the other contestants. Dante seems to be the only one willing to do anything. Oh, and a massive powerbomb onto Yuri from Hurtley. Are we going to see Yi-san eliminated from this contest? Oh no, it is reversed and Dante's left reeling. Hurtley giving it once more to Heathcliff. Clearly these two have had a bit of anger since the beginning of the match. That being said, here we go with another contestant. 8 people is the max amount. So that no one will cry. Truly, the epithet of children's labor. That being said, I don't think anyone wants him to win, even more so than the cockroach. I think we've seen enough of this guy from all the times in the railroad, and now he's here on our Thread Luxavations too? I don't know about you folks, but this is someone that I, personally, outside of the whole Limbus thing here, I hate this model. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the most complex model out of the whole thing. It is maxed out on all of its layers, and it doesn't look it at all. Alright, so let's get right back into the action. We have fists flying everywhere. We have Hurtley tossing Keikor Pong Lu over. Yuri choking out the doll. Yi-san tossing Hurtley over. And Dante's been eliminated too? When did that happen? Did that happen while the doll was coming in? Doll going in for Keikor Pong Lu. Yuri giving some beatdowns to Yi-san. Oh! Keikor Pong Lu and Bongi teaming up against the doll. Nobody likes the doll. More punches, just constant punches from Heathcliff. Keikor trying to break it up, pulling him by the hair, slamming down on his face. Oh, and a Hurricane Ranga from Papa Bongi. And the doll's literally, throwing this massive man just right up into the air. Abnormalities, man. You can't sit there and expect them to be weak. Oh, I think Heathcliff just got injured there. Couple kicks going in from Yi-san into a DDT onto Bongi. Backbreaker onto Hong Lu from the doll. Yuri also pull it. Oh, reverse. No, not a reverse. Here comes our next contestant. The doll is already very injured and they've only been here for a couple seconds. A lot of flair. Who could this be? Oh, it's Dong Rang. Not that smug asshole. No. For those of you who might not know yet, because you haven't gotten that far, this is our antagonist of Yi-san's chapter. Just a general smug asshole. Pumping himself up. Now, that being said, he is, much like Dante, a man that likes to sit at the front lines. But I don't think anybody likes Dong Rang. He's just... and he knows it too. Oh, look at that grin. Nah, he knows what he's doing. He's the villain. Hong Lu failing what was going to be a good setup. Yuri stunning Papa Bongi. Once again, we're still very crowded in here. Perhaps there'll be a time in which there'll be less contestants, but we'll have to wait and see. Immediately, Hong Lu going in for a coffin. And down he goes! Instantly hurt. A suplex into nothing from the doll, and again another DDT from Keikor Pong Lu. He's out now that his boss is here. Oh, and a knee to the face for the doll. Yuri trying to eliminate Heathcliff at this time. Oh, but it is countered. Yuri's just far too tired at this point. Our next contestant already coming in as Yuri's getting set up, and Yuri's... Oh, they're eliminated! No! It's G-Corp Otis! The only 2-star ID of our event tonight. They're here to show everyone that 2 stars are viable. At least this one is with their nice and beautiful support passives. Right back into the action here. We have Keikor Pong Lu still being a menace in the ring. Going in for a powerbomb on Bongi while Dong Rang misses his throws. Hung Lu also going in for another powerbomb, this time on Otis. Oh, and he whiffed the kick. Dong Rang and Heathcliff both going at it. I don't think Dong Rang likes someone being accomplished in this ring. Oh, and K-Corp Hung Lu not wanting to break that up, just going in. Otis, it eliminated the doll! Oh, the doll is gone. I don't have to worry about that fucking schmuck winning this thing. K-Corp Hung Lu failing another setup once again. Yi-San just giving a DDT to Heathcliff. Otis, fresh in the fight, just sort of relaxing. You can tell from all the war experience that this Otis has that they know that they need to save their energy. Oh, and a backbreaker from Yi-San. Now also going for powerbomb. Dong Rang powerbombing Otis. And a flying punch too. And a sad attempt at punches because there's just too many people lying down on this ring. Massive punch to Yi-San. He's just wailing on Hung Lu. More punches, lefts, rights. And a new contestant coming in. It's the Brazen Bull! Escaped once again from the lobotomy branch. He's just running in, going right for blood. Papa Bongi tossing Heathcliff right over. K-Corp Hung Lu maybe going for another elimination. I don't think anyone's going to stop it. I think Yi-San's going to get a win. No, and a reversal. Headbutt onto Otis. Oh, and Dong Rang just weaving through people to give a punch to Yi-San's face. Otis with a jumping knee to Hung Lu's face. Punch to the back to Heathcliff. The Bull going for Yi-San too. I don't think Yi-San can handle those blunt moves. Oh, and Yi-San's been eliminated with a powerbomb to Dong Rang. Maybe next time, Yi-San. Well, that being said, we have our next contestant in 3 seconds. It's Damien. He's coming off from the side wearing his patented blue scarf. Now, there isn't much known about Damien. He talks a lot about stars. He likes going on hikes to the outskirts. And he has, we think, a thing for Sinclair. I don't know. He seems to sit there and save Sinclair a whole heck of a lot. Now, who knows how strong Damien is? Now, we've seen him. Maybe he'll sit there and treat this as a fair fight, or maybe he'll just sit there and kill everyone immediately. Big punch from Otis to Papa Bongi, and then immediately Hung Lu, after helping Otis, punches Otis in the face. Damien coming in, going after Bongi. A stun onto Otis from Hung Lu. More lefts, more rights. Look at Dong Rang just being so smug, taunting in front of everyone. And the Bull's having none of it. Massive punch to Dong Rang's face. I think it's something we all wish we could have done. Heathcliff with a running headbutt into Dong Rang too. He's gotta feel that. Davian's already been eliminated. Heathcliff was having none of that. He's tired of these small boys just hanging around and doing all the work. Papa Bongi trying to eliminate Heathcliff now. Looks like it's gonna happen. Oh, and Heathcliff's been eliminated. He put too much attention on himself. The Bull just tossing Hung Lu as well. Otis still taking breathers. Oh, and Dong Rang on the ground. This is going to be another elimination. Hung Lu's trying to eliminate Bongi. Otis getting tossed over by Dong Rang. It's a tag team. The two people at K-Corp trying to eliminate the Friar. Got our next contestant on the way. Got a nice, good ocean vibe going. Oh, this could be. It's the Headless Ictus, here to show us the power of his claps. Yeah. Pretty happy contestant, sitting there and clapping, showing the one thing that he knows how to do. I think he's trying to get... Maybe? Yeah, he's gonna get the crowd into it. Yeah! Clapping. Brazen Bull trying to eliminate Otis. Dongrang choking Bongi out. Going in, oh, heavy punch. And a power slam. Itches going... Maybe using his fists? No, he's using his knees. There's a lot of whiffs in the punches because of all the corpses. And then Otis just beating the bull down into the face with a final kick. Itches going for Hong Lu, once again showing the power of his kicks. More kicks from the Itches. I think his intro was all for show, everyone. Dong Rang failing a DDT on Bongi. Comes another contestant. Oh, and a pin from Bongi. It's Sam Joe. Now this will wrap up the last of our K-Corp crew. And Sam Joe is Dong Rang's underling, who is a professional swimmer. Now last time we saw Sam Joe, he decided to take a bit of a dip in some unrefined tears. Now, while many people thought he was dead, and while Dongrang thought he knew what he was talking about, Sam Joe just held his breath. It's pretty easy when you're just an accomplished swimmer, and a runner, and also, and he wanted me to let you all know, he's an incredibly accomplished and tournament-winning wrestler too. So we'll see what he does in this upcoming Rumble. I'm sure he'll be a fan favorite for all. Get back into the action once again. We have Dongrang getting powerbombed by the Brazen Bull. And we'll see if Sam Joe will let that happen to his boss. Oh, Otis going right in for it. There's only one kiss ass allowed here. Going in for the kicks. Oh, and immediately an injury to the face and a powerbomb. Now everyone, this marks halfway into the Rumble, so we'll be taking a short break here, and we'll get right back into the action. Welcome back, folks. We are quickly making an intermission here. It would seem that there is a fight happening in the back of the ring over a miscommunication. It would turns out that the organizers decided to send out a broad invitation for Fairy Guy. So these two here, wrestlers, are apparently trying to figure out who should be the one in. Now, I do hope they do this civilly, but... oh, and a kick to the nuts. Okay, I don't really think this is what we want to see. This isn't our clean fighting that we're... no, this is just too dirty. I'm sure they'll figure it out themselves. Once again, folks, we're sorry that you had to see this, but we thought we'd let you know. But, yeah, let's get right back into the proper match. Now, welcome back, folks. Now, I'm sorry for that intermission, and in that time, Papa Bongi sat there and threw the Headless Itches right over the ropes. We might see another elimination coming over here, too, with Sam Joe trying to push off Otis. Oh, and it's reversed, and a massive punch from Hong Lu once again, just being a complete monster in the ring. Immediately we have our next contestant coming in, who has a backbreaker, comes in from Honglu into a toss. Oh. It seems karma's coming today. My Form's Empties is one of the more intense of the two dungeon fights. A king from the first railway. I'm sure there's a lot of expectations to his performance, given his reputation. Just Dongrang beating on the bull. K-Corp just once again carrying Otis around, going for more backbreakers. And Papa Bongi, whoa, saved at the last moment with a kick from Dongrang. Oh, and a backbreaker Dongrang for his troubles, and K-Corp Honglu just picking up the entire bull and powerbombing him. Otis just beating up My Form Empties. Who cares if he's got protection? Just go for him. Honglu possibly, and getting hooked onto the rope instead of over. K-Corp Honglu possibly going for Dongrang. Samjo going for My Form Empties. Oh, Dongrang saved it. He's not out just yet, but no, K-Corp still go for it. And teaming up with Otis. This has got to be his end. No, he's holding on. Kicks and punches going for My Form's Empties onto Samjo. Once again, Otis is trying to be eliminated. We have our next contestant on the way. That's right, folks. It seems like they have decided to finish their fight, and the victor of the tournament was the Fairy Gentleman. He's got a little message for us, apparently. Ah, yes. Now, to be fair, I'm not really sure how this will turn out, given how exhausted he'll be after beating up his brother. But I guess he's ready for it. And there he goes, just proving me wrong, sprinting right in. As we come back, Otis is still getting eliminated. My Form Empties. Oh, getting interrupted by Samjo. Here's the gentleman. Getting powerbombed by My Form Empties. And another powerbomb. Otis going for some heavy punches into a DDT. Into another powerbomb. Honglu just proving how much strength he still has. This is a full ring, folks. It is very, very busy as Honglu chokes out the Fairy Gentleman. One of these people have to be eliminated before we get any more contestants in. Oh, Bongi got a big hit to his face. Otis pulling on Honglu's hair again, going into a reverse DDT. I think we saw there briefly. Oh, whoa, a Hurricane Rana. And a kick, and K-Corp Honglu's been eliminated. He's gone after all the work he's done. Another tombstone once again. Oh, and Dongrang is the second one he's received. He's got to be feeling that. Otis, what, huh? Acrobatics? She accidentally killed My Form Empties just trying to hit the Fairy Gentleman. Going in with an AoE, apparently. Otis once again reversing what was a grapple. Oh, and a back hit from the bull. Dongrang possibly getting eliminated from the bull here, and yes, the bull just plows right over him. Papa Bongi also pops, and he is eliminated. Everyone's dropping like flies. Once again, a somersault. Fairy Gentleman's really just showing off the acrobatics. Otis just giving some really heavy punches, possibly going to eliminate Samjo. And yes, he's also eliminated. Otis is killing so many people. Now going for the fairy gentleman. Can they kill the gentleman? They kill the gentleman. How many people is Otis going to eliminate? They had a mission to prove that they were the best 2-star. The 2 stars are... And they killed the Brazen Bull! They've killed everybody! There is nobody left! Otis is a champion whether or not they win the Rumble or not. This is a gleaning moment in this match. I tell you what, folks, with the performance Otis has done today, maybe I'll just bring a team of 2 stars for the next Railway. Clearly, there's something to prove. With the next contestant, we have... Who is Otis? Oh no. So we have Dicey Rodian, one of the best close quarters combatants of the entirety of Limbus Company. Gets a whole bunch of shielding, gets a whole bunch of damage, and is able to sit there and cycle their moves so that they can only use the best of the best. I don't know if Otis can handle that. And I think Otis might be a bit scared, because clearly Rhodey is confident. Look at that strut. Look at that smile. They know they have this. A quick pause and a look at the camera. Yeah, they know. Better watch out, Otis, because they're coming for you. Immediately, Otis goes into the action, getting an immediate possible elimination here. Oh, yeah, possibly. Otis is holding on for dear life. They have a mission. They can't get eliminated by this. No, not like this. No, in an immediate break. Otis will not get eliminated by a 3-star. They refuse to let it happen. Going in for a backbreaker. Rhodey, extra confident. Barely breaking a sweat in this. Otis bringing them to the ropes. And just rolling under them into a punch to the knee. Just not fair. Sorry, hello? What? No, you can't come back in. Look, I don't care how much lunacy you spend. Pay to win. It's all pay to win. What do you mean you bought the venue? You bought the whole thing? How much lunacy did you spend? What? Get my act together, huh? Huh? Is that what I get as thanks for putting this... I don't agree with this at all, folks. We have Otis, a 2-star ID, trying to prove to everyone that there is a room for having no lunacy spent. And we have Dante in here. I mean, look at him. He's massive. Yet he can move around like that? I'm telling you, man, he's just cheating. Here's hoping we can sit there and see him knocked out in this ring, because I, for one, do not want him as my new boss. We have Otis holding him into a headlock, going into a punch at the back of the head. Dicey Rhodey going after Otis now, trying to eliminate Otis when there's just Dante right there. Oh, and Otis still holding on. They really, really don't want to lose this tournament. Dicey Rhodey once again showing their strength, just pretty much throwing everyone around. Dante with a Hurricane Rana suddenly onto Dicey Rhodey. You might be a 3-star Rhodey, but clearly Dante wants something better. That being said, folks, we have our next contestant coming in. Is that who I think it is? The Breaker of Balances. Dante must have spent a lot of lunacy getting him to come into the ring today. And I tell you what, folks, this is one of the best, no, it is the best ID in the game, with a 30 max roll for 3 coin potential. We're gonna sit there and see some head rolls when he gets into the ring today. In the meantime, we have Dicey Rhodey just wailing onto Dante. And Claire in the ring now, taunting, getting himself pumped up for the carnage that will happen. Dante tossing him around, Otis coming in, going into a backsplash, punching him in the face. Looks like Claire and Otis now gonna square up. Otis. Oh, and Claire almost got kicked out right away, but that's just not gonna happen. Not to a 2-star at least. We have Rhodey pushing Dante into the corner, then going after Otis. Still making the way over to Otis. Dante kicking Sinclair and killing Sinclair already. And whoa, a massive DDT onto Rhodey too. Dante's just gonna do this whole thing on his own, regardless of what's meta or not. He is the meta. Is this? Oh, and Dicey Rhodey dodging under it as our next contestant comes in. It looks like the rumors are true. All of our fan favorites are coming back into the game. Although I do have a note here saying that from Saud, Effie didn't make it. I guess they couldn't patch him up after what happened to him. But hey, at least we have Saud back. And we have Yuri, and we had Sam Joe. All of our favorites have come back. While both Sam Joe and Yuri have been eliminated from the tournament, perhaps Saud will get quite far, given that they're in the last third of our contestants. I certainly hope so, because I'm sure there's a group of people out there that love the side characters. Oh, Dicey Rhodey going for a heavy punch into Dante's chest. Saud going for Otis and quite quickly. Dante and Dicey Rhodey going as their... Oh, and a toss over the rope. Dante going for a DDT. I tell you what, a guy of that size shouldn't be doing moves like that. Oh, and another. And he's just kicking people. He doesn't want to eliminate anyone. He just wants to cause pain. Everyone getting back out. Dicey Rhodey possibly maybe getting help from Saud. Saud just watching as they try to eliminate Dante. Perhaps Saud's not all there, but... Oh, and Dante reverses it while Saud immediately coming back in with a punch to the face to Dante. We have our next contestant coming right in. We'll see who it is. It's Grover! They're not gonna let it happen, watching Sinclair get eliminated so quickly. And I'm not gonna lie, folks. I know the rosters for today's Rumble, and somehow, in a random chance, all of the Chapter 3 characters are in the third portion of our Rumble today. As for Cromer, I think you all know how batshit insane she is, especially now that she's missed the opportunity to wail on Sinclair, because I'm sure she wanted to do at least a few punches to him. As we get right back into the action, we have two possible eliminations. Otis trying to eliminate Dicey Rhodey. Saud trying to eliminate Dante. Cromer coming in to break up something. But no, both people reversing in the exact same way. Cromer... What the fuck is Dante doing? Oh, and we have Cromer getting Dicey Rhodey on the ropes. Get a few punches to the face. Oh, and they're gone! Dicey Rhodey has been eliminated from the Rumble from Cromer. Meanwhile, Cromer's going in for Otis as well, possibly off to eliminate them after a Hurricane Rana. Dante, once again, doing wild moves in a crazy DDT. Looks like Cromer's trying to get some of the action in on Dante. Oh, going in for his arms. You know what, folks? I think any dirty tricks is safe with Dante giving his timely revival into the ring as he just beats onto Saud and then to Otis too. Maybe our next contestant will be able to balance some of the ring out because, God... Oh, and Saud's just been eliminated by Cromer just as the next person comes in. It's an interesting camera angle. It's somewhat familiar, but not quite. Who could this be? There's a lot of build-up for it. It's G-Corp Gregor, here from the front lines to sit there and show his war expertise. I think it's safe to say, after seeing Otis's performance, that another G-Corp ID will perform very, very well. As we get a nice close-up on those beautiful bug wings. I'm sure a lot of you Gregor fans will be very excited to see what he can do, and I hope he doesn't take as long as his cockroach friend. But if he starts crawling, I'm gonna take this T-box. And yeah, no, it's getting used. Oh, thank the head. God, that was a long-ass one. Let's hope that his performance in the ring will be well worth the wait that he put us through. We have Otis and Dante duking it out while Gregor's just fumbling, really. Oh, Otis still pushing into Cromer. Gregor's first hits into Otis. Perhaps there's some sort of beef with them into the war that we don't know of. Oh, and right over the ropes. Gregor doing his pose, thinking he's cool shit, as they both whiff both of their attacks. And he whiffs again. I don't know, I don't think he's as good as Otis. No, everybody's whiffing. Oh, and a big punch, and a backbreaker for Dante. Dante once again just doing DDTs everywhere. Someone really has to stop this. Oh, and a knee to the face to Dante. Please, someone eliminate Dante. And he's gone! The 2-star has eliminated the whale! You heard it here first, folks. Free to play is viable. Here we are with our next contestant. We have the Red Gaze. I'm not going to mention much, because I think you should already know who this is. And I wouldn't sit there and bother him much if I were you. Truly one of the best fighters in our roster for today's Rumble. And given that he's in one of the last third, that he has a very, very high chance of winning this. Be careful though, he is quite irritable. I wouldn't heckle him if I were you. Don't do that, he's gonna kill you. Like, quite literally, he will just kill you. We don't have any insurance for any of you in this ring tonight. If any of you die, that's on you. That being said, your bodies will be donated towards the Limbus Bus Mistopheles. Apparently, they will use your body to engage in more wacky adventures. You see Dante there just walking off while Otis goes for Cromer, and oh... The Otis has eliminated so many people, and they've been here for so long. I think it's really safe to say that they have made a great impact on today's Rumble. They're even beating down the Red Gaze. I don't know if you want to get his ire so quickly. We have Gregor, getting broken. No, Cromer going in, once again, breaking backs. Otis now trying to eliminate Cromer. They just want to eliminate everybody. Everyone's just watching. Perhaps this will be the end. Another tally for Otis, and Cromer sticks on. They need to prove they're there and worthy for Sinclair's love, much like Otis once loved being a 2-star. Now, we have a special contestant up and coming. We got special permission for some early access from our Project Moon. We have the Blind Obsession Ishmael Ego. Now, this is our first WAW Ego in the game, and I'm not gonna lie, folks, it looks really, really strong. Now, we'll see, because Ishmael's had quite a very exciting chapter so far. I'm not gonna lie, I've really, really been enjoying Chapter 5. Whoa, what are they doing? Are they purposely going to corrode themselves? No. Wait, they are. Everyone needs to get out at this moment. They're going to corrode themselves. They're going to attack everybody. Ishmael's just crazy. Oh, she's killing everybody. Everyone in the stands is dying. I guess that's one way to prove just how strong your ego is going to be. Just murder half of our attendees, huh, Ishmael? Now we'll see what kind of carnage they wrought out as the Red Gaze tries to eliminate G. Gregor. G. Gregor pushes it back. Cromer was waiting for Ishmael this whole time. and Ishmael taking a kick to Cromer's face. Red Gaze once again bringing Gregor into the corner. We have Ishmael and Onus duking it out. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana onto Otis from Ishmael. Immediately the Red Gaze didn't like that team fighting going on. It's going right for Ishmael. Oh, and the backside to the head. Once again, the Red Gaze is just focusing on Gregor for some reason. Otis trying to save their war veteran buddy. Just wailing onto the Red Gaze right into his face and punching him into the gut. Otis is just wailing on him constantly. Perhaps all the blood that Otis has sat there and done on the ring has gotten to their head. They're just trying to kill everybody, even those they should probably sit there and save the energy for. We have our next contestant also coming in. It is going to be Personance Mersal, one of the best healers in the game. Obviously we have Fluid Sac Faust, but Personance does a very big amount of healing. As we know, Mersal has a very rigid personality, as he makes his way very blandly to the front of the stage. Do you guys hear that? Is Mersal even human? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he was actually just a robot this whole time. Oh. Both Virgil and Ishmael teaming up against Cromer as Gregor just kills Otis. There's no saving and there's no teaming. Gregor's just going in for the blood. There really was some sort of vendetta between these two war veterans and we just didn't know anything about it. Otis just scratching their head, unsure how this could even happen. Cromer taking a reversal into Gregor, Ishii taking advantage of their distraction, going in for a Hurricane Rana. Gregor, oh, and a kick to the head to Ishmael from the ropes. We have Virgil just trying to get more action into the fight. Ishmael going in for a crazy move like Dante, knowing that it's quite strong. Instantly pinging Gregor to the ground. We have Mersal and the Red Gaze just fighting. We have Cromer also just relaxing as our next contestant comes in. It's Chef Ryoshu. Probably attracted to all the blood from the crowd, all that good meat used in some of our pies at the venue. Wait, none of you knew that? Oh, everyone's throwing up. Well, now you know that all that delicious food you've been eating was done by our head chef here, Ryoshu. And now that our service is done, they're here into the ring to try to find even more prime meats. Let's get back into the action here. We have two people once again on the ropes, possibly getting eliminated. No, we're getting reversal from the Red Gaze. Perhaps Cromer can do the same. Ryoshu just instantly getting targeted by Ishmael after going after, and yet a reversal from Cromer. Oh, and a toss from Ryoshu. Oh, massive uppercut to Ishmael from Ryoshu. Ryoshu going after Gregor, perhaps reminding them of a certain chef they work with. Oh, yeah, going in for big moves. We have Mersal sitting there, just kicking him with full force onto the Red Gaze's back. I don't think Virgil's going to be happy about that. An immediate back kick to the face on Ishmael from Virgil. Oh, it instantly, G. Gregor eliminates another one of our centers. I'm so sorry, Mersal. You came in and you were eliminated so soon. We have our next contestant coming in. It's Guido, Cromer's second-hand man. I'm not really sure how fair it is to have a guy clad in full armor in a wrestling match, but he certainly seems confident about it. Now, I don't see anybody trying to enforce any rules here. Now, he is one of the last 3 contestants we have for you tonight, so you can expect that him to be in that final 4 maybe final 3. They have a lot more energy than, say, G. Gregor or Cromer at this point. We have G. Gregor possibly, and another Sinner eliminated. Gregor has killed Ryoshu now. We have Ishmael beating into the Red Gaze. We have... Oh, and Ishmael's been eliminated by the Red Gaze! He was tired of all the infighting. He's tired of Ishmael's bullshit from the Chapter 5. And we have Guido going in for the kill immediately after, knowing that they're distracted. We have Gregor trying to save Virgil, or perhaps... No, he's using them against each other, using that massive clod of armor as a weapon. Tell you what, folks, that's what war experience does to somebody. They see everything as an advantage. This is how Otis did so well. We have Guido and Gregor now duking it out as Cromer's been headbutted. Guido really didn't like that happening. We have Virgil coming in also against Gregor. They really want him out of this. He's just being way too strong. And here we have our second last contestant coming in. It's going to be another Sinner. Probably the, sadly, ugliest of all the models I have made. So I apologize in advance. It is Sync Association Director Don Quixote. Very energetic, full of haste, no doubt, rolling a high-speed value. Now, this is an ID that specializes in duels, so we'll see how they do in this Rumble. Now, thankfully, they came at a time where there's not a lot of people in the ring, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to handle the same amount of level that Gregor's been showing us for taking opportunities where they come. Oh, and immediately Virgil just goes right for Don. We have Don attempting to try to grapple Guido, but he's a bit too big and strong for that. And G. Gregor's just been eliminated by the Red Gaze. Virgil's killed Gregor. Oh, and another backsplash. It's what a weird team. Oh, Don getting some vengeance for the beating that Virgil gave them in Chapter 3. Now being distracted, Chroma's trying to take Don to the ropes, possibly lining up an elimination right away. Cromer does not want to do a duel against Don if that is what it leads to. We have our final contestant coming in as Don holds on. I think it's going to be one that a lot of you are finding quite ironic at this time. We have the one who grips, the Faust ID. Now they didn't want to sit there and go in with armor because they didn't want to be associated with Cromer. They said that they're better than that. In truth, I found that they were really hard to discern who's doing what. Even now it's going to be really hard to tell who's who. We have Faust there, sitting there and praying, possibly to Sinclair. They certainly know who's the OG here. We're all at Sinclair that looks up to Faust, not Cromer. They look for Faust for guidance, not Cromer. I mean, we'll see how they do, because they are our final contestant. And I genuinely think that they, out of everyone else in this Rumble, have the highest chances of winning. Oh, and right there, I've heard that they are sitting there and already dedicating this victory to Sinclair. Alright folks, this is our last of our 5 contestants here in the ring. There is no one else coming in. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit crowded with N-Corp, isn't it? We got 3 out of the 5 IDs being N-Corp, so there's a very high likelihood that one of them will win, unless somehow Virgil and Don team up and just eliminate all 3 of them. Oh, we have a counter coming in. We have Guido going after Faust. We have Cromer going after Don. Guido immediately with a massive right hook to Virgil's face. We have Faust punching Guido as Cromer tries to eliminate Don. Oh, Guido on the edge, and Faust eliminating Guido. Got to eliminate that right-hand man first. Oh, and Dawn just barely holding on to the edge as Cromer's trying to eliminate them. It's literally Faust and Cromer versus Dawn and Virgil right now. These two people trying to sit there. This really is just they're just teaming up. Perhaps they, at the very least, think as a greater of two evils, but at least someone from N-Corp must win this Rumble. And as well, too, Dawn and Virgil teaming up. You don't really see that. We have Virgil going in, saving Dawn. Dawn just kicking Virgil. I guess Dawn's still quite angry about the beating they received. Faust taking advantage. They've clearly seen that this would happen. Oh, going right down, going in for a pin possibly. No, just knocking him down and then going for Dawn, possibly taking this opportunity to eliminate them. No, Dawn quickly with a reversal. Virgil on the edge. Cromer possibly with Virgil. Virgil's gone. The Red Gaze has been eliminated by Cromer. It is literally just Dawn versus two versions of Cromer. And Cromer's possibly quite, the original Cromer, is possibly quite exhausted at this point. They've been here since roughly the halfway point. Going in, tossing Faust now, getting a massive punch to the face from the top ropes from Dawn. And this, folks, is our final three. As you can see, so two of the final three were at the very end. Really shows how lucky you gotta be when it comes to the order in which you come into this Rumble. Faust saving Cromer from the beatdown, instantly going for Dawn with a massive uppercut. Cromer giving a good head pat to Faust there, an immediate couple right hooks into the elbows. Oh, and just a massive beatdown onto Faust. That's what you get for helping Cromer, Faust. Cromer's just going to take advantage every step of the way. Possibly Dawn now, while Cromer's distracted, trying to get Faust eliminated. Maybe another elimination here. Cromer's exhausted at this point. They've been here for so long. Oh, and they're holding on to the edge. Dawn now trying to kick them right off. Faust still on the ground, reeling from Cromer's beatdown. Cromer holding on, beating onto Dawn's legs. We have Faust now going for Dawn, possibly knocking them, and they're gone! This is our final two! Somehow, through random chance, the final two contestants of our 30-man Rumble are both the one who shall grip. Both here, maybe we'll decide who really deserves Sinclair after all. Both equally as exhausted at this point, possibly Cromer a bit more, but they have a couple of finishers lined up. Faust sitting there and giving them the big proper beatdown. Possibly getting an elimination here. No! Cromer is holding on to dear life. They want to win this Rumble. They want to prove that they are better than Faust. Faust going with a throw over the rope. Faust is just completely oh, never mind. We got a reversal from Cromer, possibly taking the flow in a different direction. Cromer tossing them over into the edge. Just lying down suddenly. I'm sorry, folks. These people are quite weird. Oh, we have Faust possibly into a reversal. Some punches straight to the gut. Faust possibly getting stunned from all this beating. Both of these contestants are injured at this point. With Cromer bringing Faust over to the edge. Now trying to eliminate Faust. Now this is very likely that this is the elimination we're going to see. No, we're still in this, folks. We have Faust now still getting tossed into a massive stun. If Cromer can just line this up, they'll be able to eliminate Faust once and for all. I think this is it, everybody. They're rolling them right to the edge. Oh, and a big throw over the ropes. Cromer is our winner, ladies and gentlemen, of today's Limbus Rumble. I just can't believe it.
싱클레어, 어땠어, 싱클레어? 싱클레어? 싱클레어, 싱클레어가 싱클레어? 어?
그림자를 쫓던 나날들 남은 건 허망한 기억 불길이 나를 태운 것처럼 내 손엔 잿빛 먼지뿐 쉼없이 달려왔던 나를 죄어오던 시련들 이조차 그리워질까 먼 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있기를 남을 알 수 없는 시간도 이제는 나가야 할 때 다시는 배워 사라져가는 촛불과 닮아있구나 증거는 새도 없이 떠밀려 던져진 날 속에 내 길을 갈 수 있기를 먼 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있도록 멀리 멀리 날아가고 싶어 암아무를 새처럼 변해 닿을 수 있게 이 밤 또다시 찾아오겠지만 괜찮아 다 사라지네 괜찮아
단테